Yeah, okay.
That way, because you know when you feel like you're next.
Then one person could dominate the proceedings.
Don't worry, I won't let that happen. Trust me. We'll start with you.
Oh, thank you. For people going to Tenacious D for the first time, what
Mind expansion. A crowded, uncomfortable, packed arena.
You can expect us to play songs. You should expect it to just be me and Kyle. There will be no full band. It's just me and Kyle. You can expect to be amazed that it's only me and Kyle. If you close your eyes, it'll sound like a full orchestra.
That's because I have an orchestra right here.
You can expect to hear harmonies from the heavens, as if two angels sent by God.
Comedy from hell.
That was corny.
I know, I got crickets.
In a world.
Next question.
Why the name?
Why the name Tenacious D? We actually had a contest in one of our early gigs to name the group. And there were 5 possibilities. Would you like to hear those 5? Impossible. No, it was between Pets or Meat, The Axe Lords featuring Gorgazon's Mischief, Balboa's Biblical Tales.
Balboa's biblical theater.
Pardon me, it was a long time ago. And Responsive Chord, and Tenacious D. And at that very first show, I don't think it was the first show.
Yeah, it was the first show.
It was a coffee shop called Highland Grounds.
We had the audience. We wanted the audience to decide for us. We read off the names. People would applaud for the ones that they thought we should be. And I remember. You remember who was in the audience that night?
I certainly do, Jim.
What's his name again?
Harry Shearer.
Harry Shearer of Spinal Tap was there, and he applauded for Pets or Meat. And then
we actually considered it because we were big fans.
Yeah.
But then we changed it.
None of the names were very good. In fact, in retrospect, we should have named ourselves something else, but we're stuck with Tenacious D.
When we perform secret shows, for all your knowledge, we go under the name Standing Up.
For Ovation.
Okay. What do you got?
I'd like to ask you that you go on about Dio has rocked for a long, long time. Are you upset that he's still touring and hasn't actually passed the torch on to anybody else?
Did you get that?
Yeah. Are we upset that he's not passed the torch? He's still playing. He's still performing.
Oh, Ryan James.
Yeah, we're asking him to stop and give us a chance.
It doesn't bother me. Does it bother you?
No. Yeah, he's still playing, but he might as well not be. It's kind of sad.
Oh, no.
It's horrible to say.
No.
You heard Magica.
Magica.
What was the one after that?
I don't remember.
Kill the Dragon?
Yeah.
Look, I love Ronnie James Dio. And there'll come a time when I should stop.
No. Don't.
No, for the love of Christ. Everyone should rock as long as they can, as hard as they can. We're just saying, make way for the new blood. We asked Neil Young to stop too. We did a benefit. What was that? The Bridge School benefit for kids with autism, was it?
For fucked up kids, yeah.
And yeah. And we replaced Dio with Neil. And he's still playing.
Yeah. In fact, he was laughing at us off stage there. Nick, right there.
I was the same magazines from this.
Oh, okay.
I heard you're making a film. Can you tell us what that's going to be about and who you're working with on it?
Do we recommend the film that we haven't made yet?
No, what's it going to be about? Who you're working with on it?
Oh, who's working with us on it?
Yeah.
So far, it's just me, Kyle, and Liam Lynch. Yeah, let's close that. All the way with the latches. There we go. There's a couple latches. There's one above your head, too. Good.
No extra time. Yeah. Right. Oh no.
Thatch.
Um,
What was the question?
have you heard?
What's it going to be about? And
Oh.
who are you working with?
Right now, we're just working with Liam Lynch, who is the director of our tribute video that we did, and we're writing it together, and he'll direct the film. He's also got a single now. I don't know if you've heard it, "My United States of Whatever."
Yeah, it was that last year.
It's a popular kid.
How do we
You better
know that
watch
he'd have a
out.
hit single? We might not have.
I know, we never really had a hit single like that. He's more popular than we are. That's fucked up.
Kind of sucks. Yeah.
Should fire his ass. Yeah, we're making a movie with him, and hopefully we're gonna get Meatloaf to be my father. I haven't tried to contact him yet, and hopefully we can get Rob Zombie to play the powerful wizard. It takes place in present. Is it present?
Well, it starts with kind of.
It's a history of the D. It starts before there was a D, in the Dark Ages, as we call them. And then we form, and then we go on a quest, and then there's an awesome finale.
Roll credits.
Satan will be a big part of the film, as you could guess. And, yeah.
I think there might be a real big cliffhanger at the end to set up the profitable sequel.
I was a little bummed because on the way over here we were watching the Ollie G movie on videotape. We took a van from Manchester with a TV in it, and he had some of the things we were thinking about doing in our movie. Luckily our movie's going to be a lot funnier and better than that, but it might be the same in many ways. Just so you know, we were already thinking of the things. Okay.
What do you got?
Do you find you've had a different response from your British fans to American fans?
We're actually more popular here than we are at home. And I think it's an intelligence. I think people, I don't know if it's the accent that makes you smarter. I don't know if it's because you're on an island or that you are our forefathers. I don't know. But you do seem to enjoy it a little more per capita.
Is that true? I mean, we were pretty. We're gold record in the
Yeah, but
States.
we're almost platinum, yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, but in terms of numbers, really, that's bogus because
I'm saying per capita,
per capita.
per population.
Yeah, that's weird.
If we expanded England's population, how many people in England?
60 million.
60 million, then you'd have to do it by 5.
In the UK,
And we
not
don't-
just in England.
In the
Sorry.
UK.
Yeah, that's for the whole UK. It's not
All right,
just
well, it's
England.
250 million. You have
It
to
doesn't
multiply
matter.
the records. We'd actually be double platinum. Maybe.
Yeah, and you guys haven't even seen our short films. Maybe those things were bad. Maybe no one should see them.
You know, we always assume that they did good. Yeah.
Are they going to be aired here ever? Yeah? On what channel?
Channel 4.
Channel 4. You should check out our short films.
Yeah.
Have they started yet? Oh,
Get the
when?
word out. In fact, that should be the headline to all your articles. D short films arriving from across the Atlantic.
Yeah. That's our masterpiece. We did those before the record. And
God save the D.
the record, what? Is this considered a press conference?
Yeah. So you're supposed to shoot your hand over here.
We're supposed to be at a podium
Yeah.
with some papers.
So, yeah. What
Have
do
you
got?
done a lot of these where you're in a group and then the subject is right there? Has anyone ever done that here?
Well, neither have we. Who's got a question? Who's got one?
On the recent 40 Licks tour, Mick Jagger of the Stones gave you guys the utmost respect by singing a believe Jumpin' Jack Black and Kyle are a gas, gas, gas.
Yeah.
Do you feel this was a sign of the utmost respect and maybe a bit of the fact that the Stones are threatened by the power of the D?
Saying that?
It was on a newspaper thing?
No, it was part of the 40 Licks tour. Mick Jagger, the words of Jumpin' Jack Flash, changed it to Jumpin' Jack Black and Kyle are a gas, gas,
He did?
gas.
No, who did? Not Mick Jagger didn't say that.
Yeah, I'm 40 Licks, yeah.
He said that?
Yeah, I'm saying that.
He didn't say that. That was on a magazine or a newspaper or something, right?
Yeah,
What magazine was that?
correct.
Was it Kerrang? Yeah. No, I don't think we're a blip on Mick Jagger's radar.
Do you feel you're taken seriously by rockers?
I know a lot of rockers have enjoyed our shit, you know.
Yeah.
They laugh and
So
enjoy.
I'd say they're having some serious fun.
But yeah. Not all of them like us, but some of them do. A lot of them do.
I think most of them do. I think all the ones that are good do. Yeah.
If you could only do one thing for the rest of your life, would it be comedy or rock music?
Masturbate.
Put that out of the two.
Okay, wait a minute. Comedy or...
But it's the same thing. If you took the comedy out of the D, then it would be a different thing. That's one of those weird questions, like, if someone had a gun to your head, what would you... I can't, I won't answer those. I prefer music, comedy.
All right, you answered it.
Comedy.
You answered it anyway.
The question is acting or music. That's really what it is, right? Not comedy or music.
Either.
Because we don't do comedy without music, do we?
Sometimes we say something funny,
I don't do, but you don't do stand-up comedy.
but we do comedic acting.
Right.
I think that's what she meant.
Right. So I could still do dramas while I did my music? I could do
As long as they were
serious
all
acting?
serious.
Yeah.
Ronnie James Dio is your favorite Black Sabbath singer, I take it. Who's your second favorite?
How many are there?
Wait, the favorite what?
Black Sabbath?
Black
singer?
Sabbath singer.
Who is besides Ozzy and Ronnie James?
There was the Ian Gillan,
Gillian.
Ian Gillian from Blue Oyster,
Cool.
not Blue Oyster Cult, from Deep Purple. I knew it was one of the colors. Black, blue, and purple. And then the White Stripes. Are there any other color bands? There's just those three, right?
Tony Morton.
Tony Morton.
Martin.
Martin?
Yeah.
Is he was the last one?
Yeah.
For sure the worst one. No, I mean Ozzy obviously is Ozzy.
You've collaborated with Weezer, Foo Fighters, and Good Charlotte. Are there any other...
I'd just like to clarify, Ozzy actually, there's better songs in Sabbath with Ozzy than with Dio. I just think Dio has a better voice, he's a better singer,
Better pipes.
and better pipes.
Sorry, you've collaborated with Weezer, Foo Fighters, and Good Charlotte. Are there any other bands you'd like to work with?
I don't think we collaborated with Weezer.
Or Good Charlotte.
I did their video.
That's not a collaboration.
Yeah, it counts. Yeah.
Well, you were running around in your underwear, and one of their...
Excuse me? High-end?
For one of their concerts. For one of
Oh, the
we
Weezer.
opened. Yeah, we opened.
How'd you know?
I'm a big fan of Weezer, and I kind of looked at their audio-video page.
Oh, they showed it?
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Oh,
Um,
that was our last show with them. So we wanted
You're
to-
supposed to do that. If you're on tour, if you're opening for a band, the last show of the tour, you're supposed to pull a prank. And that one was pretty mild, actually, us running up on stage in our underpants. I've heard of like 12,000 pounds of spaghetti being dropped on the Chili Peppers. Didn't that happen? The Foo Fighters did that to them? And then some crazy shit has happened. Yeah.
Yeah, we went easy on them.
But, yeah, I always wanted to open for Weezer. I thought that would have been a good pairing, and it was. Their audience was receptive. Always wanted to open for Ween, and we did that once. I would have liked to have done a whole tour because they're really funny and rock really good too. I don't really want to open for anyone else ever again because here's the thing, opening is always kind of a bummer because most of the people are there to see the headliner. And yeah. Collaborate though? Who would you want to collaborate with?
John Lennon,
Alive.
Ringo Starr.
What about collaboration with Kylie?
With who?
Kylie?
Kylie Minogue.
Kylie Minogue.
Kylie Minogue.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that would work.
You mentioned Harry Shearer earlier on. You've been compared to Spinal Tap times before in reviews. Do you feel that, are you trying to have a dig at music like they were, or are you just having a good laugh?
Well, let's put it this way. We played together, and they opened for us.
That's not really true. We were doing a benefit. We were doing a benefit for mitochondrial disease, and then the tickets went on sale, and the tickets were not selling. They were selling, but they weren't selling like hotcakes because we were charging a lot of money. And then we asked them if they would join forces with us, and they said yes. But since we had already been in the paper as a Tenacious D show, they agreed to go before us. So it seemed as if they were opening for us, but that's not really right. That's not really fair.
And it's just a side note, by the time we were done with the show, mitochondria had been cured.
No, that's not true. Also, it's mitochondrial disease. Mitochondria is not a disease in itself.
Exactly. I've done a lot of research.
That's like saying, yeah. Okay.
How do you feel about the tribute video being so successful? I mean, it got was it most requested on MTV or was it just Canal?
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, we sent it.
Didn't know that. Thanks, Michelle.
We didn't really answer his question, though. Wait a second. Let me go back for a second. I'm sorry. You were saying, do we write, or are we doing what they do?
No, I was asking if you're trying to have a dig at music.
No.
Or are you just
Kind
having
of.
fun?
We don't, like, Spinal Tap was making specific fun of certain
Yeah.
periods and stuff, and making fun of heavy metal at times, and then
It's just like the way that I've got a version of a tribute where almost the whole way through you're playing like the Stairway to Heaven.
right,
And
kind of.
there's a lot of lips lift off. I'm just wondering that you're trying to have a dig at that sort of thing,
No,
or if you're trying to say that's the best song ever written.
no, I don't know. Well, that one is
It's kind of
kind
an homage, really.
yeah, that one is.
Yeah.
But most of our songs, we don't go out thinking we want to parody any other bands, really. We just want to, like, sing about something funny and make it a decent song. But, yeah, that's it.
We've only got 2 more questions to make it good.
More. Don't be bashful.
Wait, we interrupted hers. What was that?
I was just asking how you felt about the success of the tribute video because it did so well on TV. I think it was Canal's most requested video ever of all time.
Really?
What? Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Well, you know, our first video we shot was Wonder Boy, and we used like one of our favorite guys, Spike Jones, who spent a truckload of money, and it didn't get played as much as we wanted to. And I don't know, you liked it a lot.
I liked it. It wasn't as funny as I'd hoped, but
So
it was,
people that didn't know us really were sort of a little, didn't quite know what to make of it. So the tribute, we got our, like I said, our buddy Liam Lynch to do it, and I think it was more representative.
Yeah, it was a little more on the nose. What we were singing about was what you saw, whereas the Wonder Boy video, it was kind of subtle and it was beautiful to look at. But I would have liked to have seen like laser beams coming out of my eyeballs and exploding a yak and doing all the things. We didn't, yeah.
Played it pretty straight.
But instead, it just looks exactly like Lord of the Rings. And you don't get to see the monster that I'm fighting at the end. But anyway, and Kyle's barely in it. That was a bummer for him.
I brought it up the whole time.
Wonderful loose.
He kept saying, stand further back. You're carrying all of Jack's stuff.
Is that? Have you seen that video at all? Has that played here? Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about people downloading your music?
Those bitches. What? Well, there's always the two ways. Is it sort of helping you get your music out there? Or
It's
is it
good.
stealing money off my children's table? The answer, of course, is both. There was a study. We would actually have been quadruple platinum had people not copied.
There was no study. But it's good for awareness, you know, if we go play places, a lot of people come to see us because they have burned copies. I don't know.
Nothing you can really do except put the corporations out of business. Continue downloading. Fuck Sony. Just kidding.
Jack,
Thank
in,
you all.
sorry, one of your movies, Jack, Evil Woman, you played a Neil Diamond fanatic, and you're seen to grab Neil, express your love for him on the way to one of his concerts, and you also kidnap him later on in the movie. And collectively as a band, what sort of experiences has Tenacious D had with fans? Any
We have a lot of fans. I like our fans. I don't think we have many real psycho fans.
Well, that mother-daughter team.
What was that about?
Remember they followed us back to the hotel.
Oh yeah.
And they kind of wanted to...
What's that? Is that yours?
And they sort of wanted a mother-daughter fling, I think.
What? Rick, we're not done yet.
Sorry. We're going to have to fire some people.
Hold on, just wait a minute. Rick's still on the phone. We'll be done in a second here. Okay. Very good. What was the question?
Just in your movie, Evil Woman, you were a Neil Diamond fanatic.
Oh, yeah.
Wacko and just a few guys.
I never saw that.
It's called Saving Silverman in the States.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So do we have any psycho fans? Is that the question? Yeah, the mother-daughter team. They wanted to do us?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was scary.
Mom was missing some teeth.
Yeah, that was rough. Yeah, and the daughter was like 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get some of those. Mainly you just get really enthusiastic dudes who like you a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's been a pleasure.